More likes. More likes. Hit the like button.
So get ready. So get ready. So get ready. So get ready.
More likes. Hey, Sonny. Okay, UGC in the house. Where my UGC crew at?
So get ready.
Hey, Lady Patricia. Get ready. Are y'all ready? Andrew, the title is making you laugh.
So get ready.
Let's see how long that lasts.
So get ready.
Wait for more people to call in. What's up, Diamond? UGC in the house. Where y'all at? Where my ugly girls at? Salute to the ugly girls
So get ready.
in the house. All right. I'm gonna start in a second. Mahalo, Patricia, Lady Patricia. That's Lady Patricia.
So get ready.
Hey, Lawanda. All right, UGC is in the building.
So get ready.
UGC is in the building.
So get ready.
Wait for y'all to pour y'all
So
wine.
get ready.
Like your split. Got my water.
So get ready.
You said it's a good idea, Patricia.
So get ready.
whatever it takes. All right, y'all. Whatever it takes to get y'all relaxed. I wasn't even gonna come on here tonight, but Spirit told me to come and say a word to the flock. Spirit told me the flock needs words. So come on, style kids. Give the flock a word. Oh, thank you, Diamond. Let's snatch some edges. Oh, Lord, you want to snatch some edges? extensions and lashes, weaves, lace fronts. Diamond want to see blood on the dance floor. That's what she want to see. She want to see heads rolling. I love it. Thanks for the donation. Cookies says greetings from California. Where everybody tuning in from? Are we international tonight? I think Miss Patricia's in Hawaii, right? Lady Patricia, ain't you in Waikiki or somewhere? Vegas. We got California. You watching a 1% charger? Oh Lord. Find an outlet, Lady Patricia. Okay, Georgia, GA in the house. We got the dirty South in the house. Chicago. Oh, Barbados. Nice. South is the most sexiest, beautiful, prettiest woman in the world. Who is this? Young Ben Frank Sinatra. 2 thumbs down. We thumb that down over here because we know it's bullshit. All that bullshit. Who you pandering to? We the UGC. UGC in the house. Let's see. Oh, you off the grid, Patricia? Oh, will you live in one of them bungalows? I like them bungalows. Louisiana, Cole, Boston, Philly in the house. All right. Farley says Sinatra must be new. Yes, very new. Sinatra sounds like a virgin. Sinatra sounds like he is a virgin up in here. Okay, Sam's in the UK, Oakland. Ooh, yes, international. Baltimore. Oh, we got a lot of East Coast people. New York. What part of New York, T? You know, I'm from Queens. I'm from Queens, New York. Cambria Heights, to be exact. I made my own infrastructure. You made your own infrastructure, Lady Patricia? Solar with the rainwater. So you turn rainwater into solar power? God damn. Wow. All right, London in the house. UK be showing the sister love. South Carolina, Michigan. Wow. I'm impressed, y'all. I feel loved. Swirl Girl says impressive. Yes, I'm impressed. Rosemary says UK love them some Selkis. I believe they do. I need to make a trip to the UK. I need to come see the Queen and see, drink tea and eat biscuits and whatever else y'all do out there. I need to do something. Patricia says New York people are smart. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We definitely are that. Nigeria. Oh. What they doing in Nigeria? They show me love in Nigeria too? Y'all. UGC is internationally known now. That's special. That is special. So listen, if any of you, BK, all right, BK in the house. If any of you are here for the first time, my name is Selkis Ray. I am an artist, an author, a poet, a relationship expert, a spiritual advisor, life coach, and medicine woman, the founder and the ambassador of the Ugly Girls Club. So for those of you who are watching this and are curious, the algorithms suggested this to you. The banner of this platform is called the Ugly Girls Club. Being ugly is not a shameful term over here. Okay? It's not a shameful term over here because that's what some of us are. And we are learning to navigate through life without being ashamed of this fact. Although some will argue it's relative, dependent, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and all that bullshit. Same difference. Same difference. All bullshit. Someone call you pretty, they make you feel good, and they don't really believe it. There's a whole bunch more of them than there are people who are really honest with you. There's a whole bunch more bullshitters out here that will call you attractive to appease you, to uplift you, to console you, to pity you, than there are actual people who tell you the truth about how they really feel. So we don't have a stake. We don't have an interest in converting anybody's minds to see us as attractive. That is not the goal of this platform. We could give two shits about it. Anybody riding with me hard, like really hard, we understand it's all pretentiousness. All of it is pretentiousness. And we just don't need it. We just break it off. Just break it off. All the other fluff and shit, save that for your children, your mother, if she loves you or not. Save it for the people who really care about all that pretense, right? We're just about the bottom line over here. We understand the biases because we've lived through them our entire lives. We understand what it's like to be an underdog because we've lived through that our entire lives. We understand what it's like to give your all to people, to give everything you have, mind, body, soul, and your money, only for them to come around and say, you're not good enough. So our perspective in this thing called society, in this thing called life, in this, whether you call it high value, low value, colorism, whatever hat it's wearing, we understand that our allies are very few, minuscule. You can count them on one finger who really, really are your allies, right? Because the same feminist women who rant and rave and foam at the mouth about the injustices that are bestowed upon us by these fake ass high value men are the same ones that clown you behind your back and say, well, you really too ugly to get anything you want anyway. I mean, I'm here for justice, but you really ain't built for this. This ain't really your fight. I ain't really fighting for you. And y'all better understand that a lot of these women who have complaints and who are holding up placards about, justice for all and all that kind of stuff, they're not including you in the argument. They're not really fighting for you. Why are they not fighting for you, dark-skinned girl? Even though she's a dark-skinned girl. You know why she's not really fighting for you? Because her nose is smaller than yours. Because she's dark-skinned, but she's not that dark-skinned. That bullshit. So when we go into arguments about these things, we understand here at the UGC that it's all bullshit. All of it. All of it. The women that are crying are bullshitters, and the women who got it going on are bullshit. Everybody bullshitting you. Who's the ally to an ugly girl? Who's caping for us? Who is caping for us out here? Not too many people. Not too many people. Because these same women that cry about injustice will tell you, well, you got to look better. You've got to look better. They're really offering the same remedies as these chauvinistic manosphere disgruntled men are doing. They're the same remedy. What is different between their remedy and the supposed constructive criticism of the manosphere? It's no difference. It's no difference. They're all telling you that you don't deserve what you want. Every fucking one of them. The high value chicks, the chicks with degrees or whatever small hip to waist ratio, size 2, 5, 4, whatever it is, long hair, wavy hair, whatever. She's telling you the same way these chauvinistic bitch-made men are telling you that you are not enough. They're all saying the same. They're all laughing behind our backs. So we have to open our eyes. We have to open our eyes to this thing and understand that everybody is enjoying privilege while riding our backs. They're enjoying the distinction because there is a distinction, and we are offering it to them. We are the distinction between right or wrong, good or bad, light or dark, pretty and ugly. If we weren't in the mix, then there'd be nothing for them to make a distinction with. Then they wouldn't know who they are. They have quantified their value based on evaluating themselves against us. No one is an ally to an unattractive woman. No one. You need to long handle spoon them all. You need to have a healthy suspicion of everybody's motive. If you're an unattractive woman, and I'm not talking about some of y'all that, I have a bad spirit on me. You think you're cute, but you're depressed. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those of us who have been through the muck and the mire, who have been rejected, who have lost opportunities, who have been used just on the basis of how we look. And you know who you are. You know who you are. So the Ugly Girls Club is our safe haven here. It's our refuge from the bullshit. It's our refuge. We don't have no fight in this colorism. At least I'm not champion. I'm not no poster child for none of that shit. Because I understand when you get a bunch of us in the room, I'm dark skinned too. And when you get a bunch of us in the room, we all looking at how big her nose is, how big her mouth is, how fat she is, how long her hair is, how slanted her eyes is, and everything else. We're still judging. And there's still going to be a hierarchy created, even within that. How many dark-skinned women say, "Well, I'm dark brown"? What the fuck does that mean? Are you dark or not? Well, I'm dark brown. What does that mean? Well, I'm not as dark as you. I am dark, but I'm not as dark as you. So that means we're not allies. At least not the way that I think. You're making a distinction between you and I. So our fight is still different. And these are the things you guys, listen, I tell you ladies, you can't be ugly and stupid. Pick a struggle. You can't be ugly and dumb. You have to pick a struggle. Pick one. And let it be that one. Don't let it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pick one. And work on the rest. Work on getting rid of the rest. So that's what's going on here, you UGC. That's what's going on here, ladies. All day long, all we hear about is what we not supposed to get, what we too entitled to, what we not thinking realistically about, what our faces ain't set up to receive. And everybody wants to determine our fate. Everybody wants to play goddamn Miss Cleo fucking psychic. Like you called in a psychic hotline to ask one of these motherfuckers, is there a chance for me? Everybody want to play psychic over your fucking life. They can't figure out what they're going to even eat tomorrow, but they can tell you what your life is going to be. They can't stop drinking, smoking, and watching porn, but they can tell you that you're not entitled to what it is you want. They got that part figured out. But they can't figure out how to get rid of their own vices. But they can tell you they can map out your whole existence for you in one 15-minute conversation. One fell swoop, he could tell you, nope, that ain't for you. Really? What kind of magic trick, what kind of David Copperfield shit is that? How you got all this David Copperfield skill for me and you ain't got it for you? How does that work? How can you determine what I'm never going to get, what I'm never going to amount to, what I shouldn't aspire to, and you haven't figured out shit for your own self? I don't get it. I don't get it. But people do. People do, and we let them. Unfortunately, a lot of us hand over our lives, hand over our fate to other people. Here on this platform, though, what I promote or what I propagate here is for women to understand that most of what we call reality is an illusion. Most of the divisions that we experience, the divisions that are created here, are held together by people's fears, by society's. We share. There's such thing as a herd mentality, and we share the same fears, the same doubts, the same inadequacies. It's like we eating the same swill, the same lentil swill. We all sucking up a bowl of swill mentality that we share and that we've agreed upon that is reality. What is reality other than a collective agreement about a thing or an idea, a construct, religion, whatever it is? How is it real? It's not real unless the collective says, okay, we agree that this is reality. And that's really what we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. We're dealing with a collective mindset that has decided that this is reality. But we have the opportunity to shift things. We have the opportunity to create our own realities. And the reason why we don't do it is because we think the opinions of other people are stronger, have some sort of magic, have some sort of power, have some sort of truth in it. And if enough people say the same thing, you really believe it. It really becomes a truth, a very hard truth to shake. Thank you, Moonlight, for your donation. We have started a revolution. Red Pill Men have been on this topic for the past week. They are shook that we have standards now. Is that what's going on? The red pillars are scurrying back to their mouse straps. Are they upset? And Moonlight, what are they upset about? They're upset that women are not being as reasonable as they think they should be. Is that what they're upset about? Because what does they really be upset about? Especially if we're talking about women they don't even want. Because they claim that, a lot of these women they complain about they don't want. So I'm still trying to figure out what is the upsetness for? If the conversation is about a certain class of women that are beneath you, that you wouldn't give a time of day, that you wouldn't pee on if they were on fire. What's all the dialogue for then? Why? Is it a money grab? Is shock this shock TV thing? Is it about that now? Just the more shocking you are, the more super chat money you make. Is that what's going on out here? Everybody's trying to be the next Howard Stern. What is it? What is it? Everybody's trying to be the next Howard Stern at our expense, at the Black woman's expense. You're the butt of every joke. And a lot of these people are not intelligent enough to see that it makes them look bad too. You came through the labia minora and labia majoras of a Black woman's twat. Black women gave birth to you. And somehow your disparagement is separate from you. When she created you, you're the product of what she pushed out of fucking ass. I don't get it. I don't get how we can separate it. And that's, male or female, actually. I don't really get how we can separate the two. To me, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. We have no superheroes. We don't even pretend. A lot of these white people make up superheroes, Superheroes are fictitious characters. Fictitious, they change stories to make them win battles and all kind of shit. And here we are with all this authentic, that's not true. And I want the truth, and everybody else is making up shit. to make themselves look good. And we're just preoccupied with truth. Truth is what you say it is. Y'all don't realize that by now? Hasn't the white man taught you that truth is what the fuck you say it is? If he's taught us nothing else, he's taught us that. That truth is what the fuck you say it is. And we mimic everything else about the white man, but we don't mimic that kind of idea, that way of thinking. That way of thinking. If we're gonna mimic something, that's something to mimic. But we don't do it. We don't do it. We're too busy clamoring, clawing, dismissing the value of each other, and everybody thinks they're gonna win. Someone sent me a video of, I guess it was a couple of white girls talking about black men and how, I think one of them said, I could pee in his mouth or something like that, and he'll let me. He'll open his mouth and I could pee in it. And, that's how much black men like white women. They just so stuck on us that, I guess to that in the context of their interaction, they were just talking about how dumb and gullible and insecure black men were because they were seen as privileged. They were seen as high status, high value, something to reach for. So these girls were having I don't know how private it could be because everyone knows it now, but having an exchange about how stupid these black men are who they clearly are fraternizing with. And when I saw the video and I saw in the comments, a lot of black women like, yeah, see, y'all dumbasses this and y'all dumbasses that. These black men think these white women this and that and the other. And the black girls were high-fiving each other. The black women are high-fiving each other like, yeah, I told you so. You run into Becky and Becky don't give a shit about you. And they loved it. They loved it. And they felt like it was a win. It felt like it was a win for them to hear these women disparage our men. To hear these women talk about how our men didn't have a spine. About how our men were fit to be abused by them. And they were just like a frenzy. They loved it. The black women loved to hear that. And I was like, what fools we be. What fools we be. Because if nothing else, you can't insult a man who's fucking you. And I'm sure these same girls that talked about what they could do with black men and what, all the stuff they could do, they getting fucked by them. So how insulting could it be if his dick getting wet? How insulting could it actually be? But we so short-sighted and simple-minded motherfuckers, emotional motherfuckers that we can't see the forest from the trees. We can't see the forest from the trees with this thing. A win for who? For who? When I'm the one that gives birth to black men, that's insulting to me. That's insulting to me. Now, some of you like, well, it's not our problem. They go to them and they don't want us and it's not our problem. It's not our problem. So whose problem is it? Because somebody has to take responsibility. So who will it be? Because some of you on this live have black sons. So how are you communicating or imparting worth, fortifying him with a sense of value in himself? What kind of conversations are you having with the little black boys that you gave birth to? What are we doing? I don't get it. To me, I understand it. I understand it. But we can't separate ourselves from it. Not collectively, maybe individually. Maybe some of you are, you actually having success swirling. Maybe some of you are. Maybe some of you, you're not just keyboard warriors. We divesting from black men and all that shit that sound good. Maybe it's more than a keyboard comment for some of you, and you're actually experiencing it. You actually have a white guy that's paying your bills, protecting you, showing you how to hunt deer or whatever the fuck you do with white men. I don't know. Maybe you're actually doing that in real life outside of a keyboard comment, right? But as a collective, we have an issue. We have an issue. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be associated with spinelessness, to be associated with the lack of confidence and self-respect. It's embarrassing on both ends. Black women don't get a pass over here for all that shit. They come to me all that South because you need to divest because they really don't want you. And they say that like I think their clits jump when they tell me that. They get real excited to tell me black men don't want you. These women get really, really sexually aroused while they're telling me that black men don't want me. UGC, who is your ally? Who? Where? Where are they? I know we bullshitters. I know it well. This is not a new game that I'm playing here. Unlike some of these other YouTubers, none of this is new to me. And I've been more radical in my life than a lot of these other people, a lot of these other content creators. I've definitely lived a more radical life. And I understand the need for Black pride because I sought it out and realized it was propaganda there too. Realized there was a lot of red tape there too. Realized there was still pimps in there too. Realized there was still scammers in there too. Realized there's still men who want to pump and dump in there too. Whether you came with a virgin vagina or a whore vagina, it didn't matter. It was men waiting to use you there too. So a lot of y'all coming to realization of certain things, and I realized this way, way back, that a lot of this shit is bullshit. A lot of people who crying injustice over this wish they were white. Not only do they wish they were white, they're glad they don't look like you. They're glad they're not as black as you. So we divest from all of that over here. We divest from all of that over here. Why do we do this? Because we want peace of mind. We want woosah. We want to get out of the race. We want to stop swimming in a pool of lies. We're tired of being sheep amongst wolves. Or should I say, sheep amongst other sheep pretending to be wolves. Hello? That's what a lot of this is. That's what a lot of this is. There isn't a black man alive who can shame me about being me. And it took a while to get there. I understand where a lot of y'all are at. How can I be lesser than what I create? How can I be beneath what I create? Talk to me. A lot of us are deciding to be defeated. Being defeated is a decision too. And I understand it's the one that a lot of us take because it's the easy one. It lets us off the hook too. Then we ain't got to do no work. Then we ain't got to try to improve. We ain't got to do nothing. I'm done trying to be better. I'm done trying to clean myself up. So it lets us off the hook as well. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Miss Latoya says accountability. Yeah. Big word. What the Willie D show, what the Willie D say? Big word, accountability. Accountability is a big word. It really is. Yes, y'all hit the like button. Stop pretending like you can't hit the like button. Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing to give me a like. It don't cost you nothing to give me a like. Selkers, do you know many manosphere minions are trolling the innocent woman from the KS interview, Facebook, and her business? They're harassing her on Facebook? I didn't know that. Really? Oh, that's upsetting. Like harassing her to say what? What have you seen what they are saying? What are they saying to her? What's the message she's getting? What is the message that they're telling her? Why are people so petty? People are so petty. People are cowards. The internet has given birth to cowards. Like straight up. They found her Facebook and are sending her nasty messages. Oh, that's terrible. I continue to think about her. I don't know what compelled her to call in the show. I mean, I could understand if she was getting money for it. If the whole thing was staged or something, I get it. But to really, really actually call in because you want an insight, I don't understand. I don't understand. Because it's always going to be reduced to, a rating of how you look. That's usually where the conversation, because Black women were defending him too. Now we have a lot of KS supporters out here who said that, well, she basically called herself a 5, so she deserved everything she got. What does calling yourself a 5 have to do with your expectations, though? I don't see how it's relative. I know men like to make it relative, but your want is personal to you. What you want is personal to you. How you evaluate your worth is personal to you. Everyone can sit down with a pen and pad and create a list of what they find valuable in themselves. And who am I to say that's wrong? How do I get to say? Where does my authority come from to tell you that the list, how you've evaluated yourself is nonsensical? It's an irreality. I just don't understand what how we can so easily say, well, everything that was said to her, even though, I mean, how constructive was it? Everything that was said to her was justified because she called herself a 5. And women who are 5, 4, 3, 2s, and 1s are saying she deserved it. I'm like, the way your face is set up, you a 2 at best, and you saying she deserved it? How, Sway? Shouldn't you be rallying behind her? But you agree, and you fit the whole stereotype of every checklist he has about a woman who deserve to be fucked on the first date and left. You qualify. The only thing you qualify for in his eyes is a woman who should be fucked and left on the first date. And you saying, yeah, he was being real. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. But so it is. We need men to help us be realistic. We need men to help us think realistically. Men who take advantage of women for sport can tell you can give you objective advice on how to evaluate yourself? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't get it. So now they're harassing her. That's a shame. That's a shame. I see 2 through 5 every day, happily married. People need to get out of this make believe and live your life. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's a 2, 3, or 5 when they wake up in the morning. Before they put their wig on, there's a whole bunch of chicks out here that's 2, 3s, and 5s before they put themselves together in the morning. So I'm like, what in the world? Black female business owners have been targeted. She needs to strap up. You saying black female business owners have been targeted as in like for assault? People are assaulting black female business owners? They believe what everyone says about us, that we aren't ish and don't deserve ish. You know who believes that? We do. It's not they believe it. Because they can believe whatever they want. And it's only a reality if we believe it. Let me say it again. It's not that they believe it. It's that we believe it. They can believe whatever they want, but it's not a reality until we agree. And the problem with us is that collectively, we really agree. That's why we're worried. That's why women, for the most part, are worried. You wouldn't be worried about something if you didn't think there was some truth to it. Could he be right? Is he telling the truth? That's what's on our minds. Exactly. That's why that woman called into KS with the bullish. When a black woman gonna get it together? I that's the question of the century. I really don't know when, if, how. Maybe it'd be like two in the field and one will be left, like in the goddamn rapture. Maybe it'd be like that. 2 in the field, one will be taken up and one will be left. Maybe it's those kind of numbers. Maybe it is those kind of numbers. I think for the most part, a lot of us are too far gone. A lot of us are too far gone. And a lot of this insecurity, inferiority complex, and all that needs to be bred out. Like bred out of us. I don't know. Rebecca Lynn Pope started the unrealistic dogma to begin with. I heard her name before. She's a matchmaker of some sort. You're saying she started the unrealistic dogma? I think I saw a video where she said that most of, she was having a hard time matchmaking black women because for the most part our expectations were not in alignment with reality. I think that was what she was saying. I don't know. But the argument of being unrealistic is not, it's not the verbiage that we hear amongst any other type of woman. No other race. I don't hear this conversation with any other type of woman. And every Becky is not a 10. Every Becky don't have a degree. Every Becky doesn't have the perfect hip to waist ratio. But these conversations about unrealistic, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Although now with the manosphere, you have platforms where all kinds of men are complaining now. White men complain. Everybody's complaining. Everybody got a platform to complain about women now. So to be fair, it ain't just black. It's really not. It's really not. Men have become women because women used to be the ones that complained. Women are the complainers. We are the problem staters. That's what a complaint is. A problem stater is a complainer. That was always our role. We state a problem and a man fixes it. That's that's how we get cohesive. That's how we get shit done. That's how we get shit done. That's how the washing machine was made. Some chick was like, I'm tired of juking these clothes on the fucking juking board. Get me some water that spins around and shit, and I could just throw something in a piece of metal and let it wring out itself. And the washing machine was born out of solving a problem. This is what men used to do, solve problems. Now they complain. They complain about us. So we are in very precarious times. Role reversal, gender reversal, all of that going on now. They are all trying to make money. Well, it's a quick dollar to make. See, on those channels, most of what you're hearing going on is really nothing. It's not done in a way to really solve anything. It's done to humiliate people, and people like to see other people humiliated. It's entertainment to see, especially black women, to see black women beat down. It's sort of like euphoric for a lot of men, especially a lot of weak men that have never and will never be in positions of authority in any portion of their lives. To see women beat down emotionally in a way that they didn't have the balls to do or no positioning to do, they love that. They love it. So, and not only them, the women love it too now. The women love it too, just as much. So there's that. They pander to women because we are trusting. We cash at them all day long. Men are definitely soft these days, but for some reason there's a lot of self-hate in the black community, especially amongst the dark women. I was told I'm going to be an old maid when I was 14. When you were 14, someone told you that you would be an old maid because you were dark skinned? Y'all, Lord have mercy. Wow. At 14, like your life is just starting out and someone's telling you that you shouldn't be alive, pretty much. That you're a waste of air. It's unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Swirl Girl says everyone makes money off us. Ask Tyler Perry. Well, there it is. There it is. Our struggles are definitely entertainment. It's definitely entertainment. But Tyler Perry's market is black women, so there's that. Who's watching Tyler Perry movies? Old church heads. The old church ladies watch him. They find it entertaining. So there's that. Are we addicted to pain? Yes. Yes, we are sadists. We are sadists, and we I think that we are. I think that we are. We say we want to be happy, but we get excited. We get excited over pain. I'm skipping a neighborhood Xmas gathering because I do not want to provide the audience for more stories to embellish about me. Oh man. Wait a minute, you can't even go to a Christmas gathering because of gossip? If that ain't the saddest shit. Suckers, what do you think is responsible for the sudden shift? Why are men so focused on women's expectations now? The men are focused on women's expectations because they can't meet them. That's really all this is about. Because would this be an issue if they could do what women expecting them to do? No. It's an issue because they can't. It's an issue because most of the jobs are taken up by women. There's that too. You know, so a lot of this thing is systemic, but the problem is that we're getting blamed and we don't create public policy. We're not hiring. We don't have own corporations where we're hiring anybody. So we're kind of victims in this thing too, right? But we're not seen as that. We're seen as people benefiting from the system instead of being victimized by it, because it's our black families that are being torn apart, because of this thing. But what are we gonna do? Are you gonna quit your job and go on a welfare line so that a black man has the opportunity to take your position? Like who gonna do it? You gonna quit and then go on public assistance because a black man be better off taking your job? And let's say you did quit. I'm gonna quit so that this company can hire a black man in my place. You think that black guy will take care of you? The mentality of men now is like every man for themselves. Every man for themselves. So we a little messed up. We're a little messed up. Black men have the highest unemployment rates in the U.S. I believe it. I believe it. Suckers, like you said, a lot of women must have the knowledge that they are the only sheep running around with wolves in sheep's clothing. What's the tea with the men here? The good, bad, and the ugly? What's the tea with the men here? What you mean, Cadano? Let me see. I'm liking the gentleman vibes I'm getting from the men here. My hair is pressed, and to my surprise, I've had about 10 doors open for me today. they like your. You say your hair is pressed. What you got? A style like Cheryl Teagues and shit. You got them flips. You got that California press. I don't know. I don't know. So maybe it's your season. Cadano, it just could be your season. That might just be it. Why are they harassing this woman at her place of work? Are they jealous she's doing well in her business? What kind of men are they? Cowards. Because there really is no point. I mean, the show is over. She went and got the advice. She really wasn't disrespectful to him at all. So what would be the cause to carry on and make it hard for her now to actually work? I other than cowardice, I don't get it. There's like totally no reason for that. Like totally no reason. Oh, you in Houston? Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, everybody want to get booed up. Maybe it's Christmas time. People feeling Christmas spirit. It is Jesus' birthday is coming, so it could be the Christmas spirit. I don't know. I recall a prior live where you were talking about Houston. Just curious, your opinion on the city. I think there's a lot of men out there with money. A lot of men out there with money. I think, for the most part, seems like some of them are marriage minded out there. They're definitely financially able to support a family, that sort of thing. That's what I'm thinking about Houston. You said Christmas is Nimrod's birthday. Oh, what the fuck are you doing here? Sign of the times. You had a lot of bullshit to say. Oh, you here now? What the fuck are you doing on my live? Let's talk. Because you had a lot of shit to say in my comment section. Y'all, I see everybody's comments. I see the ones y'all delete too. Hello? I see the ones y'all delete also. No, you're not my bestie. You're an antagonist. You're an antagonist. You were one of the ones that made the statement that she's a 5, and what sort of ain't no amount of witchcraft could have helped her be better than the 5 that she was, and basically she deserved everything she got. You had a lot of bullshit to say. You had a lot of bullshit to say. So what's up? What's up? Y'all dudes come to my page just to antagonize. We call ourselves the ugly girls, and what y'all come here to do? Say we ugly. The banner says ugly in it. And y'all still coming, well, you ugly. And the revelation is what? You so programmed, you're so programmed like you got an on and off switch, like a fucking tape recorder in the back of your cerebellum or some shit. You're so used to calling women ugly because you think that's the way to tear her down, that you don't realize over here is a mute point. Over here is a mute point. We are the UGC. We are the UGC. That's all you niggas do. Find somebody to take care of, man. Find someone to take care of. Find someone who needs you. Pick somebody who needs you. That's what you need to do. Nope, nobody called anybody ugly. Oh, now you're trying to gaslight. Now you're trying to gaslight. You had a whole fucking soliloquy as to why this chick wasn't qualified to get what she want. And now you say, oh, well, technically I didn't say she was ugly. Really? Whatever. Bullshitters to the last. Bullshitters to the last. This is the shit I'm talking about, UDC. Because these men will come on, they come around you, pretending to try to fortify you, pretending to be sympathetic to your cause, want to uplift you. I think, if nobody else thinks it, I think you're beautiful, and all that other gaslighting shit they do. And you got to flag the play. You got to flag the play. These dudes are not qualified to tell you what you're supposed to get, what you ain't qualified to get. They're not qualified to tell you what you qualified for. And that's just the bottom top margin in the middle of the line. That's it. Richard, thank you. I love them lips, sis. I love the art. Can I get you on a Zoom call to talk about business of the art? No, I don't know what kind of business you want to talk about. I have an email though, Salkis@iloveherart.com. You can pick out something on the site that you want, and if you want to discuss a payment plan or something about that, you can always email me. But a Zoom call, dude, not for $4.99. not for $100. Not even for $100. And there's dudes that run that Cash App that can't get me on a Zoom call either. So not even that. Black women been feeling guilty for her accomplishments for years, which made her a stimulus package come up for bums. Yeah, we sure are a stimulus package for a whole lot of people. We sure are a stimulus package for a whole bunch of people. But listen, it's what we agree to. For the most part, I think we all know when someone's disingenuous. I think we sense it. I have concluded that we sense it, but we suppress those emotions out of fear, guilt, doubt, shame. You know, when you're not perfect, it's hard for you to defend yourself when you feel imperfect. It's hard for you to muster up the wherewithal to defend yourself and your interests when you feel like you're flawed. You don't feel entitled to protecting yourself on that level when you feel like something's fucking wrong with you. That is what's going on there. It's not that you didn't know he was a clown. It's not that you didn't know the nigga was just after your clip. It was you couldn't get over the fact that you were ashamed of who you are. To reach to a point where you started blocking shit from trying to destroy you. You walk through life like, what's the point in defending me when I'm flawed, when I'm ugly, when I'm imperfect, when I really don't have what anybody wants? What am I defending if I don't have anything of value? Talk to me. Is that not what we do? Is that not what we do? Dark-skinned girl, fat girl, the girl who was raped or molested, the old girl, the girl with too many kids, you too. Is that not what we do? We don't offer our own selves a reprieve. We don't say, I got to protect me. Only people who feel value for themselves protect themselves. So that's what we're dealing with. That is really what we're dealing with. No one deserves to be publicly dragged like she was. I don't understand how anyone with a soul thinks that's okay. Maybe they don't have souls. Maybe they don't. There's a lot of soulless people as well. There's a lot of people who look like human beings that are really, really on a lower spectrum of being human. They're like really in the animal kingdom. Like really in the animal kingdom. But they look human. They look human. We got, I tell you all the time, we have bona fide devils walking to and fro and up and down in the earth. Bona fide devils. So there's that. Selkis, what does femininity mean to you now? If I hear that word one more time. Oh my gosh. Femininity is how I see femininity is it's a role. It's a role that women play. It's especially here in America. You know, for us it's a role that we have to play. Because we're not in environments where, you know, the roles are clearly defined and they don't crisscross with each other, like indigenous tribes and that sort of thing, where the roles are clearly defined. The women do this and the men do that. We here in this society have to do things like men do in order to survive. So, for the most part, a lot of us have turned into men in order to survive. So, the femininity now that we're talking about is really an act. It's really an act that we're doing. Because all the things that we have to do to survive as women, these men are not taking that burden off of us. He's asking you to come with that. All the things that take you out of character, he is now saying those things are virtuous, along with wanting you to be feminine. So we're bumping heads with those two things. We're bumping heads with that. And to me, it's an act. That's just what it is. So true. My friend ran a blood test on me, said my testosterone was high because I worked too much. Pretty much, all of us working with a high testosterone. If you on the grind, you definitely, hormones are definitely unbalanced. They definitely are. My aunt is in her 50s and is housing a jobless loser. Ugh. A jobless loser boyfriend in her house. She says she doesn't want to be lonely. And a lot of women are deciding to cure that by getting any kind of man, whoever's willing to shack up and spend a little time. Spend a little time. It's dangerous though. It's dangerous because if he's a loser, listen to me. Are you listening? If he is a loser, he cannot be trusted. Let me say it again. If he's a loser, he cannot be trusted. You don't know where his loyalties lie because he's not showing you where his loyalties lie. There's no dividing line there. With a loser, the potential for him to do anything is very high. He could do anything. He could clear your bank account of all your money. He could beat you up. He could rape your daughter. He could bring another bitch to your house. I mean, a loser is capable of anything. Let me say that again. A loser is capable of anything. So they cannot be trusted. Period. Period. It was a disgrace how he talked to that woman when he stated, I don't want to go there. He really meant, I don't want to have to say you're ugly. That was an act. that was an act, because if he really didn't want to say that she was ugly, then the whole thing of what's your dress size, all those factors wouldn't have came up. If it was a non-factor, then those things wouldn't even have been asked. But they were a factor in his evaluation of her. That was the conclusion to the whole argument. I don't know how long they were talking, an hour, 2 hours, or whatever, but the last 5 minutes or whatever we saw that clip was the conclusion to every point that he made prior to that. That was the conclusion. That she was not attractive enough for what she wanted. So all that stuff is just, it's conjecture. It's theater. That's all it is. You said masculine men cannot innately be trusted. Is that right? Masculine men can't be trusted? So what do you say? What type of men do you feel could be trusted? clearly complaining about women is profitable now. Oh yeah, so it's a bag. It's a bag, and women are jumping on the bandwagon too. There's women now who are getting a coin for dragging us to. I told y'all. Remember, I told y'all months ago that the tide is shifting now. You have sisters now, you know, catering to the narrative and putting their point of view, helping out men, whatever. I don't know. I guess that's what they do. Are they helping out men? Are they helping out you guys? Are these women with their talking points in support of you? Are they helpful to you? I don't know, but I told y'all. Did I tell y'all women's support is? This is why I say you don't have no friends, and y'all still don't believe me. Y'all still don't believe me. Women's support is conditional. The support that you think you're getting from women is conditional. And it's contingent upon how much better than you she thinks she is. That part. That part. Female love is not loyal. Female love isn't loyal. You were on my platform talking about this woman was not attractive enough. Even though she had the wig on and whatever else, makeup wig or whatever else, you stated that she was not attractive enough for what she wants. And now you want to come around that and say and tell me, a woman, that women's love isn't genuine, isn't loyal, let's say. How do you guys say these things with a straight face is what I want to know. How do you say it with a straight face? I don't get it. How do y'all do it? She will be your friend to make herself look better. Yeah, this is what women do. This is what women do to unattract. Listen, y'all, we have a different walk. I keep telling y'all, we unattractive women have a different walk. We're not walking at the same pace. We're not walking in the same lane as nobody else. We all alone. Like each one of us got our own road to walk. Our own road. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not as bad as you think. Actually, it's a saving grace. Female love is contingent upon a man's ability to make money, a man's looks, and a man's ability to have sex. All fucking lies. All lies. Do you want me to take a poll of every woman on this live who's been with a broke guy? Who's tried to give a broke guy a chance? Who's tried to give a dead dick man a chance? How many of y'all try to give a dead dick man with no money a chance? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All of that walk you talking, that doesn't apply over here, sir. We are ugly girls over here. We take everybody's rejects. We take everybody's rejects who treat us like rejects. So all those stats don't apply to us. We are used by you and everybody else. Everybody else. We take the heat from everybody who conned you. We got to take the heat. We got to make up for that. We got to over secure you. And the fact that we not there for your money. After the bitch who didn't want you, who you knew didn't want you, had you trailing behind her ass, sniffing behind her ass for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We got to take the leftovers of that. You've been rejected by her and then you come and reject us. We have a different set of rules over here. Different set of rules. So don't talk to me over here about who's incapable of love and all that kind of stuff. That's not what we experience, and that's not what we give. As unattractive women, we're always the first one giving, always the first one saying we love you, always the first one giving money, always the first one trusting to a fault. This is what unattractive women do. So all that fucking shit you talking are attractive women's issues. Those are issues you have with attractive women that didn't want you. That didn't want you. They don't apply to us. They don't. Period. I gotta learn to be mean too. Men respect that more. Hello. Hello. That's it. That's it. And ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you when you draw a line in the sand. You think you're gonna miss out on something? What you gonna miss out on? What you gonna miss out on? Some whack ass dick and a couple of dollars? That's what you're gonna miss? Please. Peace, you can pretend mean all you want. If you are giving, you are getting played. I know to any so-called mean women who are still being used. Get the fuck out of here with that. Your logic is flawed. Your logic is flawed. Being nice don't benefit no unattractive woman. Being nice has never benefited any unattractive woman. Like none. Ask them all. You can ask me. Like none. And that's just what it is. What about a soulmate? I was waiting for that. We are hour and 18 minutes into this thing. I was waiting for something. One of you dudes to ask about that soulmate shit. Y'all always be on that. When we on to the game, here you go trying to reel people back in with some sentimental shit. You just see, y'all know the playbook, right? Y'all see the playbook. Y'all see the playbook. It's like clockwork. Well, what about love? What about it? When you're telling these women that they're a 5 and a 4 and that they're delusional, are you thinking about love then? Are you asking her about love then? When you're telling her face looks like a monkey with a kidney problem. Yeah, because I saw that comment. Somebody said she looked like a monkey with failing kidneys. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you telling her it's about love? No. So let's stop. Cut the act. Cut the act. We don't deal in superstition over here. Self-love is the best love. Self-love is really the only tangible love there is. Especially if you're an ugly girl, shit. If you're an ugly girl, shit. Look, I talked for y'all for over an hour and a half. Almost an hour and a half here. How many people drop donations here? And I'm changing lives here for a fact. I know for a fact. And when you go on these other platforms and the girl is a little cute, and little suited up or whatever, super chat, bling, 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 and the bitch ain't saying shit. She ain't saying nothing you gonna remember after you shut your phone off. And I can talk to you for 3 or 4 hours and get $2. Why? Because all of this is set up the wrong way? Because I ain't cute enough for you? This is what's wrong with people. That's why we get played. That is why we get played. Trust and believe. The superficiality of it all. And love can be included in that because love is superficial too. Don't talk to me about love if there ain't no action behind the shit. And then we talking about superstition. Thank you. Who is it? Farley, thank you for the for the donation. I appreciate you. Yes, they are making whole videos. Remember, they were talking about black women weight. She wasn't fat, so they had to go to her face. Yeah, it wasn't her size wasn't the issue, but I told y'all they'll find an issue. They'll find a physical issue. And if it ain't your size, it's your face. They will find a physical issue, and that's just what it is. Men will give pretty girls money for doing nothing. I believe this is what is called simping in the modern parlance. I guess so. I guess so. But guess what? Women do that too. Oh, you're so pretty. I like your lipstick. Here's $20. Women respect, admire, maybe even fearful of attractive women. So women do the same thing men do. Thank you, Christy, for your donation. They were talking crap about her body. Oh Lord, like for real. The girl's like a size 2 soaking wet. Like what's the issue? What would be the issue with her body? That's why when these men talk about love, you in your mind you just go like this. Just like you're closing his mouth. Like imagine your hands just closing his mouth in your head. Like you don't even want to hear it. You don't even want to hear the propaganda. Because that's all it is. Propaganda. Black men like lighter and white skin, good hair or Becky hair, and white features. Yes, black men like light skin, wavy hair, good, you said good features, and so do black women. And so do black women. Okay? There is no difference there. Like I said, there's a lot of women crying wolf out here. And I know this for a fact because I was a salon owner and a hairstylist for over 20 years. So can't nobody tell me that we ain't got no phobia. I was right there in it. Right there in it. I saw it for myself with my own eyes. Contributed to it too. So we all in this thing. We all in this thing. My daughter was raised where the top class was all black hair and black eyes. Oh, wow. You said men and love don't equate. Listen, we got to get back to love. We got to get back to some self-love, caring about one another, having respect for one another. I don't even know if it's possible. I could be just spitting in the wind. But a lot of the stuff that's going on is quite embarrassing. Women need to stop dating thug. Oh, here we go. Stop dating thug. It's good guys out in the world. So all black women are dating thugs? Is that what's going on? All black women are thugs? Why do we keep doing that narrative? Like that, like that's true. How many thugs are there in the world? how many thugs are there? Like, come on now, cut it out. Every black woman doesn't want a thug. Like for real, come on. It is a false narrative. It is very much a false narrative. Yeah, the thug talking point is tired through and delayed. Like Kaya say. Tired through and delayed. That's their favorite thing to say. Make better decisions. And they don't believe it. They don't really believe that. Because when you decide to be vocal about the better decision you want to make, they'll tell you what either you're too old, you're too ugly, you're too fat, you got too many kids, you're not a virgin, you done sold pussy or whatever they come up in their imagination. It's going to be some reason why you choosing better is a mute point. Why you're not even qualified at this point in your life, no matter what age you are, you ain't qualified to choose better anyway. So the choose better, that talking point it's just something to say. It's just something to make it look like they're really being unbiased and conscientious, and they really care about the collective and all that bullshit. They don't. Half these men are porn addicts, drug addicts. They fucking women that with questionable hygiene. Some of them fucking men, and it's like, please, please, uh, uh. There are plenty of Dusties who aren't the. You said there's plenty of Dusties who aren't thugs. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Dusties who aren't thugs. Do you know how many bookworm Dusties we got out here? How many of these poor righteous teachers, these dust mite poor righteous teachers we got out here, all these fact checkers and Egyptologists and shit, sleeping in hammocks and shit. They ain't no goddamn thugs. They eating tofu when they can get it. They eating tofu and fresh coconut water. And they scamming chicks too. There's a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of learned dusties. Know a whole bunch of shit and can't do nothing with it. There's a whole lot of them. Exactly. Because you can fill the encyclopedia with Dusty. What about the pastor on the Real Housewives of Potomac? Is he a thug? I don't even know who that is. I don't watch the Real Housewives. I didn't even know that was a thing, of Potomac. That narrative is beyond played in the 2000s. Yeah, anybody ain't with no goddamn thug. And who's a thug out here? These dudes in the middle of the night trying to suck their own dick. Who's a thug out here? What dude is really a thug out here when George Zimmerman's still walking around? And we got people that really should have been taken out still walking around eating sushi and shit. And sucking barbecue beef tips off their fingernails and shit. Where the thugs at? Where they at? Where? Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Please. There's no thugs out here. Like none. Like none. They too busy drinking Avion water like me. Where the thugs out? Where they at? They too busy trying to get a hold of sleep with, so they have somewhere to sleep with for the next 3 months. They too busy trying to be somebody's lover. They ain't no thug. They trying to be lovers. They trying to be somebody's lover out here. Ain't nobody no goddamn thug. There's that. All the thugs I know are either dead or in jail. Hello? Yes, I know a few real thugs, and they ain't on the outside. They ain't out in population with the rest of us. Not at all. Every dude that's out here want to live. they want their freedom. They not really about. They ain't about no ride or die, nothing. They want the freedom to get up and scratch their balls and snip their fucking fingers every morning. That's what they want to do. What thug? What? Unless a bum is a thug. Now then we talking about something. Unless a jobless dude is a thug. Let's clarify what a thug is. If he ain't got no job, are we classifying that dude as a thug? Well, then we working with something. Then we're working with something. Say what it is. Let's get some clarification on these terms so that we're on the same page. We gotta be on the same page. All right, y'all. So wait, limping plus no money equals soulmate. Yo, she said limping plus no money equals soulmate. That's an algebra equation for your ass. That's usually how it works. All the dudes talking about soulmate shit are usually don't have nothing else to offer you, but they did. And a limp one at that. And a limp one at that. He taking all kind of herbs, all kind of herbal Viagra's and shit, all kind of tinctures and all that kind of stuff to try to get a consistent erection. And when he can't get a consistent erection, what do he do? Babe, come on, let's read together. When the dick don't get hard, he'd be like, babe, let's, you know what, tonight, let's just cuddle and read. This is passage out this book, I think, let's read tonight. Let's read this passage right here. And you like, but it's like, no, this is deeper than that. This right here is more important. I want you to read this because this is going to be life-changing. Dude, have you read the scripture because his dick can't get hard that night. Hello? Ask me how I know. Listen, there's all kind of scammers out here. Preachers in the scam too. Them damn Egyptologists in the scam too. What we have is deeper than the physical. What we have is deeper than carnal desires. We got to elevate ourselves higher than the physical. We can't just be surface dwellers. We gotta transform ourselves, and we gotta overcome the flesh. The desires of the flesh or bring you down, and you want to be a goddess, right? Goddess don't chase after no dick. A goddess don't chase after no dick. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to put you in the throne seat here. I'm trying to get you to practice discipline and everything, because you got to be better than these other chicks out here. I can't have you running around chasing after my dick. I'm really here for you. I'm really underneath you. What I'm here to do in your life is elevate you. And I can't do that. We just fucking each other all the time. How are you going to elevate yourself if it's just about the physical? How am I going to teach you about the stars, moon, yellow clovers, green hearts, and blue diamonds like the fucking Lucky Charms if you always want to ride dick? You see what I'm saying? This is more than that. We did a soul contract. You and I are bonded by a soul contract. And it's deeper than any physical thing you could ever do with another nigga. I don't care how much you riding his dick. He can't give you what I'm giving you. I'm restoring your soul. You said these men are worse than heathens. And there it is. And there it is. That is the mind games they play. And you sitting there like, well, no, I just want to get fucked. I don't really want to read Leviticus right now. I just want some dick. And he trying to tell you, he trying to turn you into a goddess by withholding, and you don't know it's because he can't get it up. That's the game. He's sleeping in the other room and shit, and you like, wow, he's so disciplined. He don't even want to sleep in the same room with me because he's so disciplined. No, it's because his dick is soft. And he don't want to risk you reaching over to feel nothing and he can't perform. You think he's sleeping on the couch because he has so much honor for you. That bullshit. He has so much respect for me. Girl, he has so much respect for me. He doesn't even want to sleep in the same bed with me right now. He just wants to take his time with me. That part. That part. We've been through it, Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's why I got all the smiley faces on here. Cause y'all done heard this shit before. And when you were hearing it, you knew it was bullshit. Because when I heard it, I knew it was bullshit. But I was still confused. I'm like, this sounds like bullshit. But well, I am ugly. So, I do need him to uplift me. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. So, whatever it takes. Whatever it's gonna take for me to get elevated. I mean, this is what I asked for. I asked God to send me somebody who will elevate me. I didn't know it would be, somebody who didn't want my pussy. I didn't know it was gonna be that. But you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. You don't know how your salvation is gonna come. Who are me to judge? Like, who are me to judge? Yo. You be asking God, you sure? You sure, God? It gotta be like that. I gotta be elevated like this. I done waited 20 years to get dick. You send me somebody and he don't want to give me none. How this work? So the 20 years I didn't get fucked, that don't count for nothing? Why does work, God? God, tell me. I know you work in mysterious ways, but let me in on the secret. I know you work in mysterious ways, God, but damn, let me in on the gag, man. Let me in on the gag. Yo. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? That's all I want to know. It's 206 people in here. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. We are smarter than we give ourselves credit for. We are smarter than what we give ourselves credit for. We have more wisdom. We have to recall. Some of you have been so beaten down that you forgot how magnificent you actually are. You forgot how sharp you actually are. And I'm here to help you remember. I am here to help facilitate cellular memory because it is in your cells. Everything you've been through is in your DNA. Everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything. So it's time to enjoy your life. At this stage of the game, for most of you, anything someone's coming with is something you've seen before. Right? Like in this stage of the game, for a lot of you, there really isn't a new game. There really isn't. There's you being desperate. There's you deciding to overlook things. But it's not because you don't know. It's not because of that. UGC, our walk is different. It's different than that of other women. It's different than the girl who thinks she's beautiful or the girl who actually is. It's just different. We are really special. We are special in a lot of ways. A lot of our capabilities are laying dormant, waiting to be activated, just waiting to be switched on. Just switch it on. That's really it. Your life is yours. Your life is yours. You said these come in all kinds, shapes, and sizes. Yes, all types of skin suits they come in. Absolutely. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm going to leave you to it. Just had to jump on here and put my 2 cents into this rat race called social media, and to calm some of you down and remind you to stay focused. To stay focused. Don't get caught up. I see y'all. I see where all y'all at. I don't say anything. I go, oh, here she go. I see where y'all be congregating at. Be careful what you're absorbing though. Be careful about what you are letting into your mind as a truth. Be careful of that. You're a UGC girl. You have a destination that nobody else. Listen, other women are they too scared to walk where you gotta walk. They're too afraid. They're too afraid. They're too insecure. Ask me how I know, because I know. I know. So just own your walk. Own your walk. Own your pain. And allow it to make you better. Allow your pain to make you better. Now, for those of you who haven't gotten any of my ebooks, I invite you, please, admins, can you put the link to the product page of the UGC site up for me and start getting your tools? If anything that I've said here resonates, start getting tools that you can flip through and reread again, and so that you're constantly reminding yourself, because you got to keep reminding yourself, because we'll forget. We're human beings and we forget. You got to keep reminding yourself of where you're at and who you are. This coalition is for unattractive women. Unattractive women. Based on society, based on themselves, based on their mothers, based on their fathers, whatever it's based on, unattractive women. So we can have some true level up. So subscribe to the site, theuglygirlsclub.com. So that you don't miss I'm usually doing blog posts on a daily basis now. There's a lot of information here. Just like on the community section, community tabs of this YouTube, I drop some heavy shit here too. Y'all need to, whoever's not reading the post that I put in the community tab section of this page, go through it. It'll blow your mind here too. And this is just the free shit. It'll blow your mind here too. But go to the site. Take the step and invest. Take the step and invest, because this is the first thing and probably the only thing exclusively for you. Exclusively for you. Trust. So that's just what it is. Y'all, the holidays are coming up. I'm an artist too. That painting back there is one of my creations. iloveherart.com is my other site where you can find all of my paintings. You can see pictures of my painting in the community tab section too, because I post up there a lot as well. So if you're a Black art collector, Black art admirer, or you want to start a collection, my website would be the place to start. It definitely would be a great place for you to start or continue your Black art collection. So do that. I am a Renaissance woman. I don't let anybody tell me I can't do anything. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I do it well. I do it well. So you want a little bit of swag, a little je ne sais quoi. Go ahead and put your coins up and do that. So you can put something in your boudoir. Say, this is from Selkis. I'm about to harness some shit, right? If any of you need to talk to me about anything, you have a question about anything, you can always DM me from the site, theuglygirlsclub.com site. and I'll answer whatever questions you have. For those of you who want to be a part of our private weekly group coaching sessions, you're welcome to sign up for that on the homepage of the site if you're ready to make that kind of investment. Those are powerful weekly sessions that we have too. And yeah, I think that's about it as far as the commercials. You said Sunny says save the books to print them out and laminate them. Yeah, Sunny got all the stuff laminated. She's not playing. She's not playing. It'll change your life. You read it, trust and believe. You're gonna do like this. Pivot. You'll be like, screech. Hold up. I was doing this the wrong way all this time. And it's gonna be a beautiful day. A beautiful day. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here. Until next time, thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't. You should. Leave a comment, share the video. All the people who donated, thank you. All the people who are going to donate after I get off here, thank you too. The Cash App is open 24 hours a day. And yeah, that's it. All right. Peace and love. Bye.